Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about all 12 signs and how the month of April is going to fare for you according to all of the transits happening this incredible and eventful month of April. So before I begin, I want you to realize that I am talking about the sidereal Vedic positions, not the tropical Western. So if you don't know your ascendant or your moon sign in Vedic sidereal astrology, you can go to my website, galacticcenter.org, and put in all your birth data, scroll to the very bottom, and at the bottom where it says AS, that's a sign for your ascendant. That's what I want you to listen to. And where it says MO, now that's your moon sign, and this is vitally important because this will give you a sense of how you're feeling for that month. So together, this is a lot of information that's going to reveal your experiences for the entire month of April. And it is very, very eventful, so you're going to want to know. So before I begin, while you're at my website, remember you can check out my magazine, all the things that I have offered coming up here very soon. I have a new magazine, Joni Patry's Astrology Insights, as well as my free newsletter. When you go to the website, it's going to pop up and ask you if you want to subscribe. Why wouldn't you subscribe? You're going to get all of my predictions delivered to your email address every week free. And then check out my magazine if that spurs your interest. And don't forget, I have a conference coming up in Dallas. This conference is going to be June 2nd through the 5th with some of the biggest names in Vedic astrology you can imagine. So check it out. It's Future of Astrology. And you can find that also on my website, galacticcenter.org. And if this has spurred all your interest, don't forget, I have an online school if you want to learn how to do Vedic astrology. That's University of Vedic Astrology.com. Now let's talk about these signs. What if you have Aries ascendant or an Aries moon? This is going to be the biggest year of change for you. Why? Because this eclipse that's happening on the 21st of April is happening in your first house. This is life-changing for you. Plus, Jupiter is going to be in your ascendant. This is like an amazing year for transformation for yourself, physically, emotionally, and how you appear, how you look, your appearance, everything. You're going to want to change. You're going to want to get a new wardrobe. You're going to want to change your hair, your makeup, your exercise routine. Anything about change is what you're going to be all about. And I'll tell you something else. Mars will be transiting through your third house, which really gives you more energy, drive, and ambition. It may not be so good with your relationships with your siblings, but this is the month you're going to want to take new classes, learn new things, and you're going to have the energy and most of all, the ambition to do so. And you'll probably have some extra cash. Venus will be transiting in your second house. This is really a good time for you. So take advantage of all the opportunities that are coming your way. Now, if your moon or your ascendant sit in Taurus, then this is going to be an amazing time for you because this means that the eclipse is happening in your 12th house. And what does that all mean? That means that things are going to be resolved from the past. There's a healing. There's just a realization about the past and how you can really study and understand your past in order to make your future better. Don't let your life be controlled by your past. Move on. It's a new understanding, a new change, and opportunity for you. Now, Venus is going to be in your first house. This is great for love, romance, everything to do with relationships. And you're going to be feeling very, very attractive. Venus in the first, you know, your clothes, you glow. there's something about you. You have an attractive force. So if you're wanting to find a relationship, this is the month that you will come alive. You're glowing and it's time. So be careful though to not be so heavy-handed with the spending, because Mars will be in your second house and that could make money fly out quicker than it's coming in. But chances are you'll be doing just fine. So if your ascendant or moon sign sit in Gemini, then you're going to have a lot more energy, more dynamic. Things are going your way because Mars is in your first house, and that will give you a little kick in the butt to get things done. You're more motivated. Plus, the eclipse is happening with Jupiter in your 11th house. So you're meeting new people, new associates, new friends, influential people, I might add, extraordinarily influential people. You're about to go through the ceiling with success and through the meetings and the people you know. Now, with Mars being in the first and so much happening in the 11th house, you're probably going to be invited to a lot of social events. Now, Venus will be in your 12th, and this will be a healing of the past with romance and energy. It's actually Venus in the 12th house can be very romantic. So this is a time that you will spend romantically more involved in more intimate relationships. So if your ascendant or your moon sign sits in Cancer, then this means this is the year for career and success for you. It's all starting this month. If you're wanting a new job, a new position, a promotion, this is the time. Or if you've been wanting to start your own business, yes, this is the year that you got to get out and do it. And let me just say, with Mars being in the 12th house, yes, there's going to be old things that you're going to be consumed with your past, your memories, sad things, getting over things, ending things. It's just the way it is. This is the month for healing of the past. And don't be too overly concerned if you can't get to sleep at night. This is temporary. It's just what you have on your mind, that things have been evolving and things from the past. Now, let me say this. You are meeting some new people this month, and a lot of new people that are going to help you and heal you, and just great friendships, love, romance, things like that. Your friends are going to be a monumental, great support. Take advantage of that. If your ascendant or your moon sign sits in Leo, then this is the year of new learning, travel, expansion with mind, consciousness, spirituality. All sorts of new interests come your way, and a new teacher that's going to give you great guidance. Another thing is, with Mars being in your 11th house, you may find that this is the time that you're going to end some friendships and probably begin some new ones, but there's something about you just not feeling like you resonate with your old friends, the people that you used to hang with. It's time for a change. And also, this means that Venus is in your 10th house this month. So you shine, you glow, your reputation, everything will come across to the public in a new, revered way. So take advantage of that. You will be more popular, let me put it that way, especially around the workplace. So that's a great advantage. Now, if your ascendant or your moon sign sits in Virgo, then this is a year of radical shifts and changes. You've got to see things from a different light. Your world is changing. Wake up. Realize what needs to be changed. It could be a good year for you to get therapy. See what you can learn about yourself in order to transform and change yourself. Now, there could be some money that comes to you through other people, something to the effect of inheritances or maybe settlements. You'll come into more money. This is definite. And with Mars being in your 10th house, yes, it's time to be more aggressive in the workplace. It is time to see about that raise and ask. Otherwise, it's time for you to look for another job and you will be successful in getting exactly what you want. So if you're Virgo, then this also means that Venus is going to bring great benefits to you, especially in the area of spirituality, travel, and it may be time to reconnect with your father if he is still around. If your moon or your ascendant sits in Libra, then this will be the time of major changes in your relationships. Might be a time where one begins and one ends. This is a huge transition. You have the eclipse happening in your 7th house of marriage and relationships. This is a time of change. You got to know this. Realizations. Someone new may come into your life if you're not into a relationship. This is a given. This is the year of marriage and relationships for you. Now, Mars will be in your 9th house, which means you will be traveling. And good plans for travel. Yeah, travel's going to be hectic, but still it's a time for you to move on and go for it. Now, if your father's still around, you may have some conflict and things you need to straighten out with him, or even with brothers and sisters. But Venus is in your 8th house, and this is the time for you to truly come together with a new understanding about love. And most of all, this could be a great time financially for you. So you're going to find some new opportunities and new ideas on how you can expand your finances. So if your ascendant or moon sign sit in Scorpio, boy, this is going to be a great month for you, because relationships go through a huge healing. And this is remarkable. So I want you to take advantage of the healing that's about to come about in your life in the area of relationships. Now, this eclipse energy is happening in your 6th house, which could mean health and healing, a new perspective on your physical appearance and your habits. It's time that you can actually change and eliminate the bad habits that you've been working on for so long. The way you eat will become more important, and it will have a major effect on how you feel. So Scorpio is the one that's going to fall in love, and probably because of this, you're more encouraged to take care of yourself. So looking at this, now Mars for Scorpio will be in the 8th house, and that means things are going to stir up from the past that you have to go through, psychologically heal and look at, and the outcome will be very positive. I feel like there's so much going on from the past that you're really, really licking your wounds from, but now it's time for a new beginning, relationship-wise, and definitely a new beginning. So if your ascendant or your moon sign sits in Sagittarius, then this tells me that this eclipse is in your 5th house. If you have children, they're going to be very action-oriented and trying to get your attention. So take heed of your kids. Make sure you know where they are. But I think there's also going to be some opportunities and good things coming about for them. Changes, revelations for children. And if you're thinking about starting a family, this would be the time when new things and events happen concerning bringing new life into your family. This is a powerful time. The other aspect, if you have Sagittarius rising, is Mars will be in your 7th house. So do be aware of what you say and how you react in your relationships. Don't be impulsive or say whatever comes to mind, because you might have a fight or ill feelings going on during this particular month. It's not a big deal, but hey, avoid any conflict in relationships. And for Sagittarius, yes, Venus will be in your 6th house. It's a time that you'll feel healthier and a lot stronger. You've gone through a lot health-wise, and now it's time for you to get back on your feet and get healthy again. So if your ascendant or moon sign sit in Capricorn, then if you want to move, this is the year. Boy, you're going to get many opportunities for a new home, move, or even renovating, but making your home better, expanding it and getting bigger. And it's a time to visit your mother if she is still around. It's a time for family celebrations and gatherings. So Mars will be in your 6th house, which means your ambition and your drive will really, really come into being, and you're going to be more motivated, higher energy level. That's a good thing. So for Capricorn, Venus is going to be in your 5th house. It's a time, if you're not dating and you want a relationship, it's time to go out and start dating. Be more social. Even possibly have the courage to pick up and do some online dating. This is the time that you could really open your heart and fall in love. So if your ascendant or your moon sign sits in Aquarius, you're going to find that this eclipse is happening in your 3rd house. And the 3rd house is all about traveling, learning. And this is exactly what's going to happen. You're going to learn more, take classes, maybe even go back to school. But I think you're going to be learning more on the internet, online classes, expanding, being more creative. And writing. This is a time that you can start writing that book if that's been on your bucket list. Another thing, though, is it's also a time when you're going to be more connected to your brothers or sisters. Now, with Mars transiting the 5th house, your mind will be more active. You'll feel a lot more creativity. And I want to say, if you have children, they can be more aggressive and problematic. You're going to have to pay more attention to your kids. And furthermore, this means for Aquarius that Venus is going to be in your 4th house. So time to beautify the home, time to buy that new furniture. And it's also time, if you've always wanted to renovate that home, you can do it. And it may even be a good month if you're looking to buy a house, but it only lasts for a month. Take advantage of this month. So if your moon sign or your ascendant sits in Pisces, then this eclipse is happening in your 2nd house. This is the year you're going to strike it rich. Money will come in. You're going to be more prosperous. Opportunities to make money. This is Jupiter Rahu in your 2nd house. Of course you're going to be wealthier, richer. This is a fantastic year for that. And this will always bring together family. But you know, it is Rahu. There's going to be some conditions you're going to have to work out with the family. Mars will be in your 4th house. There may be some renovations going on, things being torn up, or there could even be some things that break in the house, some equipment, some appliances. Be aware. And for Pisces, this means that Venus is going to be in your 3rd house. So it could be a time for some road trips, for being more creative, being more expressive, getting into writing, expressing yourself, and maybe coming together with some of your relatives or your brothers or sisters. This could be a time of social gatherings with them. So that covers all 12 signs of the zodiac for the month of April, what you can expect. This month is different. Things are changing. Get ready for all the transformations you're about to go through with the month of April. We're all going to go through it together. So with that, I'll close. If you would like more information on me, remember, sign up for my free newsletter, take a look at my magazine or my conference coming in June, as well as checking out anything to do with me. Go to galacticcenter.org, as well as, if you want to learn Vedic astrology, I have a stellar, the most amazing online university. Join our community. Go to University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.